No Man's Sky Beyond is just within reach, well within the summer release window that's been advertised. And just yesterday, I posted to the LZ community board asking what you would like me to cover while you wait for the No Man's Sky update to come down. One of the more common subjects that were requested is how to prepare for Beyond to launch. And while we don't know what Beyond's third component is, I do think there is a benefit to talk about how to prepare for the upcoming update, considering this isn't my first rodeo. We'll talk about 8 basic ways to prepare for the launch of Beyond, some good things to keep in mind, consider, or be aware of, and this will be extra special nice for the Xbox community, considering this will be their very first major update launch since the game came out on Xbox nearly a year ago. So sit back, kick your feet up, and hear me out. Before we get started to our 8 tips, some housekeeping for the channel here. First off, comment below what are some of the ways that you prep for a mega update for No Man's Sky. I also asked this on Twitter today what that same question is, and I'll show your tweet responses here in the video starting now. Also, No Man's Sky is on sale on the PlayStation Store for up to 50% off for PlayStation Plus members right now, all the way until June 4th. Check the description below for a direct link to achieve that. If you're not a PlayStation Plus subscriber, man, what are you doing? No Man's Sky Online is like right around the corner. But if you're serious about not subscribing to PlayStation Plus, you still get a 25% off discount for non-Plus members as well. And lastly, support the channel by liking the video and consider joining the LZ like Skylafine did a couple of weeks ago. Thanks, Skylafine, and welcome to the LZ. So let's get started to the 8 items to consider in preparation for the launch of No Man's Sky Beyond. Number 1, don't build. Seriously, don't go crazy with that Walmart Superstore base build that you had planned. It's very likely that any one thing could totally mess up your effort that's coming with the new update. It's also very likely that Hello Games could reset the entire universe, rendering all of your work worthless. And if you've already got bases out there, don't worry, you'll get to keep all of your resources that you put into said base. You just won't get to get back any of that time you spent building it. This wouldn't be the first time that this has happened, but I wouldn't rule out another reset happening again. No Man's Sky is getting a massive optimization pass for VR in No Man's Sky Online, and part of that optimization might demand that they reset the game's planets. Also, why build with the current feature set of the game when a new potential feature set might change or improve your plans for Beyond in regards to base building? Number 2, get rich. Consider getting into trading and farming and build your funds in preparation for Beyond. Do you really want to have to grind for that new special thing after the update launches? There could be new ships, there could be ways to buy new ship parts, there could be new special items and loots that comes only with Beyond that if you're dirt poor, you won't be able to afford right away. Fatten that wallet up now and be ready. Also, particularly familiarizing yourself with how trading and farming works in No Man's Sky could flow well over into Beyond, that is, unless they change how all of that works. Number 3, consider VR. Personally, I'm not a fan of VR, at least I just don't like the concept for it. I get enough headaches as it is, and I'm dirt poor and can't afford a headset. But with No Man's Sky VR coming, if you're still sitting on the VR fence, this might be finally the time to dive in. No Man's Sky will be the killer app for VR, where most VR games are more bite-sized or pared-down versions of existing games. NMS VR is the full experience in the full game. And I hear you, Xbox One player. Even though Xbox One doesn't have a VR experience to offer, it is possible that they'll announce some kind of VR headset or partnership at this year's E3 along with its new next-generation Xbox hardware. And Hello Games are not strangers to releasing their games on multiple platforms across generations. So you better get that second job and start saving up. And I guess I got it too, huh? Wait, doesn't this channel count as a second job, kinda? Number 4, the Galactic Atlas website. Get familiar with it. It's the new website that launched as part of one of the previous updates here recent. I can't remember which. It's fairly recent. Was it next? But it may just come with new expanded functionality with Beyond. And if you haven't been to the website already, it could be beneficial to you to understand where it is and how it works. Especially with No Man's Sky Online, the website may just come with more of a companion app for the online service. This web app may just complement No Man's Sky Online and whatever Component 3 is in a superb fashion. Check the description below to get to the website. I'll leave a link down there for you. Number 5, temper your expectations. Speculation is fun, but at the end of the day, Hello Games have never failed to surprise and delight with their reveal. And practically every YouTuber for No Man's Sky does speculation, and it's super fun. Some of you don't like it, I understand that. That's quite okay. We're having fun here. But while talking about the possibilities is a fun thing to do, don't let speculation steer you away from anticipation for what's to come. Hello Games always delivers, provided you expect the unexpected. Number 6, and this is a big one, historically, with every major update comes with a mess of bugs, at least starting out. Some new features may be broken to an extent, and even bugs that have already been fixed may just be broken again. When No Man's Sky Next launched, practically every new feature that came along with the update was in some fashion broken for me. And old bugs like not being able to see all of the up to 6 ships that you own on your own freighter, a bug that was fixed after Atlas Rises, was somehow re-broken. But Hello Games is just a handful of people, and with this large kind of overtaking that No Man's Sky has always been, what they do is actually a lot of work. So it's best to just go into things expecting things to be broken, and maybe just be surprised if they're not. Have some patience. Immediately after the update launch, Hello Games goes into bug fixing overdrive, not only fixing most major known issues, but improving and adding new features in the process. New features that weren't even part of the actual update sometimes come along with the bug fixes. And expect that patience to be rewarded. Everything will probably be up and running effectively within a couple of weeks, hopefully. No Man's Sky Online can come with any manner of new types of bugs, depending on the scale of what Hello Games are trying to achieve. So help Hello Games out by reporting your bugs to the Zendesk website so they can get up and running on a fix for them. I'll also provide a link to that below as well. Join the No Man's Sky subreddit. If you haven't already, go join the No Man's Sky subreddit for posts, bug reporting, and posting of all manner of No Man's Sky goodness. They have a pretty good community over there now. Lots of great pictures, lots of funny memes, fun videos, and lots of open discussion. Of course, make sure your Reddit kit is intact and you understand how to post over there. If you don't, read the rules or ask anybody on how to participate on the community over there, so that way you're not downvoted to hell. Or feel free to just sit back and spectate on the comments and the conversation happening. The No Man's Sky subreddit is also the primary place for Hello Games developers to hang out, get feedback, see pictures, and even though they don't typically engage with the community, they're always there. The No Man's Sky subreddit is very useful for conveying ways to help community bugs or communicate bugs, strategies, and it's also a gateway for other useful No Man's Sky subreddit communities that specialize in other various NMS topics. And lastly, number 8, consider starting over, or maybe even consider that you might have to. Usually before a major update, Hello Games makes the case for starting a new save from scratch, whether it be with new story elements, new features, or mechanics. Some of these may just be better enjoyed from a new save file. And with No Man's Sky Online around the corner, you may not have a choice but to start from scratch, as the online mode may require a new or separate save file for all players for balance and whatever reason. Travelers, that's my 8 recommendations for how to prepare for the launch of No Man's Sky Beyond. It's been so great having you here. And if you thought this video was informational and helpful to your No Man's Sky experience, please do me a solid and press the like button. It certainly helps. And if you're here on the regular, do consider joining the LZ for a monetary compensation to all the work that we do here and having a more reliable upload schedule and possibly streaming. Don't forget that the Landing Zone podcast is relaunching, and it's going to happen live once a week right here in the LZ. It's a super fun podcast where me and a couple of other buddies, and maybe even you, talks about the gaming industry outside of No Man's Sky. Along with current events and hot topics, we give our opinion and gain some insight from each other about how to tackle these issues. It's a damn fun time, and I'd love to see you here live. Expect that mid to late June. And again, don't forget to comment below. What do you normally do to prepare for an upcoming mega update for No Man's Sky? Love to hear from you and love to engage in the chat below. And folks, thank you so much again for stopping by here in the LZ, and I'll see you in the next one.